I am Valtteri Hirvonen and this is my Red Line Challenge.
I'm an outdoor and landscape photographer based in Finland. When I started practicing photography, I realized that it's dark in Finland for almost 6 months every year. So I really needed to embrace the dark and just come up with techniques to make the photos work. With landscape photography, you are usually limited by the light nature gives you. But at night, you are in charge of what you can and cannot see. The best thing about this kind of photography is that there's no rules. It can be blurry, grainy, but just go with the feeling. That's the important part. With a few simple techniques, you can transform these familiar worlds into something surreal, something magical. For this shoot, I'm taking a trip up to the northern part of Finland. It is a beautiful but unforgiving place to take pictures. I will show you how to use a variety of types of light and photography techniques to reshape the landscape. I'm going to be out in a snowy forest, but these techniques will work anywhere it's dark. Here in Finland we can travel freely around the country. Just make sure you're complying with the guidelines wherever you are to keep yourself and others safe.
Oh yes! Yeah, this is a perfect place for the tent. There's beautiful trees all over. Yeah, we'll use the tent as a huge kind of light globe and it will light all these trees.
What I'm doing here is I'm putting my light panel into my tent and use the tent as a natural softbox, which is actually in my shot.
Can I have that one?
Oh, for sure. Here we go.
Try to compose your shot before it gets really dark. You can make better decisions.
Actually put the self timer on, so when I push the shutter button I won't shake the camera. It will take some time for the light to drop even more.
If you're shooting outside, there's no such thing as too dark. The darker it is, the more impact you can have with your lights. And for this image, I needed pitch black.
It really started snowing quite a bit, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
I like the soft light what the tent creates for the photo, but it feels a bit empty still. Usually a lens with the frost or dust can be seen as a problem, but for this I wanted to use it as a positive thing and add something for my photo. I used the headlamp to reveal the frost from the lens. And this I think adds another layer for the image and you can clearly now feel the cold around you. I'm using a drone to light up my scene because I want to try something totally unnatural. I want to create these mysterious, kind of unseen, alternative realities. I'm shooting long exposures here so that I get some light trails from the drone, as well as capturing the red glow on the trees. The drone is great because you can start getting lights in places and with colors that you would never see in nature. But you could do it just as easily with the red bike light on a long stick. In fact, that might have worked better here. The drone is struggling with the cold and snow. Even so, we've got some really interesting results.
But I kind of like this.
I really like how the red plays with the blue from the frozen and icy trees.
Let's do something else.
When you're shooting landscapes, and particularly at night, it's great to have a rough plan for the photos you want to take. But if you see a great opportunity while you're out there, it's usually worth a few minutes of experimenting. My friend Jesse was actually skiing in the distance and I could see his headlamp and it looked awesome. So I told him to put the torch behind the tree. It created this nice kind of rim light around the tree.
But this is sick. Honestly, I can take like 1 second exposures handheld and it is razor sharp.
There's something special about the photo. I wanted a bit of variety for the final photo, so we're heading up to the top of the hill where I hope the trees thin out a bit.
It's beautiful. It's super dark. So I'm kind of trying to find some kind of rhythm from the landscape. I think that one speaks to me. I will get my camera and see.
A small tip with using your autofocus in low light is to use your headlamp to light the scene. And I usually use the back button focus on my camera, so I can leave the autofocus on all the time.
Even in this lighting, the autofocus works quite well, so the camera does all the work for me.
And then I turn off the light and take my shot. I found this really simple composition of this one tree, and I wanted to ski behind it with my headlamp on. I need a 30-second exposure to give me time to ski all the way across the frame, and that works out at f5.6 and ISO 100. Don't be afraid if it's not right the first time. Just embrace the experiment and you can get some amazing results.
That's not there yet, but I kind of like how the foreground is lit by that.
I'm trying to find the perfect angle for the light, to find the balance between how I'm lighting the ground or if I'm lighting the sky.
That's nice. I think that's cool.
I'm really happy with this one. It's a bit unusual, but I like the glow and the light tray.
It's almost like you're doing magic tricks and you don't know what you're actually doing. For a second you forget how cold it is.
I would like to see people experiment and be playful with their photography in this challenge. Just have fun, try the weirdest things with light you can imagine, and usually it turns out well. We can't wait to see what you come up with.